Whistleblower Edward Snowden revealed this week that the National Security Agency is running a program of sifting through Americans' phone calls and internet activity in search of security threats. Since Snowden leaked this information to the media, debates have erupted over security, privacy, and constitutional rights. To explain the legal and constitutional implications, I spoke via Skype with Joseph Tighe, Presidential Professor of Law at the University of Oklahoma. Joe, what has the NSA been listening to and collecting?
The short answer is a lot. Let me move from what's been verified to what is just suspected. So the recent leaks verify that the NSA is in fact collecting billions of records of calls that Americans make every day. And these records would disclose who you're calling, when you're calling, how long you're calling, and how often you're calling. What is also leaked and what has been accused is that the NSA is also collecting records of online activities from major internet service providers and players like Yahoo, Microsoft, Apple, and Facebook. And this would include emails, photos, videos, what you read online, what you watch online, what you listen to online. Now, the NSA and these companies have pushed back and denied that the surveillance program has extended that far, but I think these denials have to be taken somewhat with a grain of salt. I mean, after all, 2 weeks ago, they categorically denied collecting the phone records in the first place. Now, finally, what previous NSA leakers have contended and what many NSA watchers suspect is that the ultimate goal of the NSA is to essentially record, keep, and data mine all the electronic communications worldwide, from here on out, just so that they have the capability to go back in time if they need to and compile a digital dossier on someone who may be a person of interest, or to simply data mine this massive collection of digital intelligence for suspicious activity and suspicious individuals.
In shorthand terms, what are the prominent legal issues involved?
Well, I think there are statutory issues and constitutional issues. The statutory issues involve whether or not this type of digital mass surveillance on domestic soil exceeds the authority under the Patriot Act and under the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act. The constitutional issues arise under the First Amendment and under the Fourth Amendment. Under the First Amendment, whether a program like this chills speech and chills the freedom of the press. Under the Fourth Amendment, whether this type of data collection and data mining would violate the prohibition against unreasonable searches and seizures.
How does the law react to the idea that you can't have high levels of security and complete freedom?
Well, what's kind of ironic about the argument that the government is now making in defense of the leaked programs is that candidate Obama, as opposed to President Obama, said that this is really a false choice between liberty and between security, that you can have a smart and appropriate balance. I kind of think that raising this claim that you can't have both is sort of a red herring. To me, in a democracy, the real question is not that you have to choose between privacy, liberty, or security, but the real question is who gets to choose. And in this case, the choice has been made by the executive in secret, has been approved to some extent by secret courts in secret, and has been briefed to Congress behind closed doors without any public disclosure. And I think in a healthy democracy, what you need is robust discussion, open debate, when you have a type of surveillance program that could potentially touch the lives of every American.
Professor Joseph Tighe, thank you for your insight.
Thank you very much for having me.